Welcome back on Cellulare-Magazine.it with Emilio Vignapiano. Today we try the LG GD900 Crystal. As you can see, the very cool translucent keypad. This phone has a lot of things to say. So let's start first of all of the screen, 3-inch with amazing resolution of 480 per 800 pixels. So the entire web page landscape mode can be saw on the screen. You have also video camera for video calling in the front. This phone is not only a GSM GPRS quadriband, but is also UMTS and HSDPA. On the front there are not any physical buttons. In fact, these 3 buttons that you see at the bottom of the front slide are 2 of them are for the phone calls, to start and to finish a phone call, and the other one is to activate the cube user interface that we saw on the Arena. There are 4 sides, as you can see, not 6. You can go through, let's see, the contacts. Very cool to go through the contacts in this way, but also you can have it not only in this way, but also the classical one here. Also other way to look at them in this order or in this, depends how you like. On the right side you have the balance of the volume and the camera button. The main camera is on the bottom, covered by, when the slide is closed, covered by the cover that is made of plastic. Nice shape. Let's leave it open because I want to show you the battery. The camera is an 8 megapixel with autofocus, LED flash and mirror for auto shooting. The flash is not so powerful. In fact, also with a distance of less than 3 meters, you have some problems for the focus and for the light. So this is just an early review of the software. We expect much more from this lens and this camera. Micro SD slot to expand to 1.5 gigabytes of onboard memory. Here you can see the mechanism. The SIM card is plugged here, and the battery gives, it's 1000 mAh, but really gives you huge power. It's very well balanced, the phone. In fact, we've made more than 2 days. That is kind of record of us, with phone calls, emails, lots of SMS, little web browsing, because unfortunately the web browser is not optimizer yet. But let's go first on the other side of the phone, the left one. You have the micro USB slot for sync and charging the phone. On the top you have just the turning on and off button that is also used for lock and unlock the screen. The keypad, as you see, there has this quite blue illumination, snow illumination. Let's go into the SMS to see how it works. You can have different type of writing. Like this, you are using the keypad really in the normal way, but if you have hands recognition, you can have really, you can write letters as in the past was did with the graffiti on the palm, but also on the screen, not only on the keypad. When you have the normal mode and you put the phone and you close the keypad, a on-screen virtual keypad appear. 12 keys, classical, alphanumeric, or if you prefer, you can have also in landscape mode. The keypad is quite big, and if you turn off the recognition words, really helps, because you can write really fast with this keypad, almost like iPhone style. So LG did really a good job on this writing inputs method. Let's go inside the menus. That you have this menus like this with icons. You can change the position of the icons. Let's select this one in utility, but you cannot put an utility into the multimedia, so you can just skip their position inside the 4 menus. If it's landscape mode, of course, you don't have any need to change their position because you saw all of them in one screen. This phone has also radio, FM with RDS, and has also Wi-Fi. So if you do web browsing, you can choose between UMTS connection, GSM, GPRS, or Wi-Fi. Let's try to open a page. We have saved a bookmark of the CellulareMagazine.it page. Now we are under 3G connection, no HSDPA in this moment, unfortunately. It's almost 6 in the afternoon, so everyone is around and everyone is using the phone. As you see, the browser is not so fast. The really cool things of the browser is that you can do navigation not only on the screen with your finger, but also using the keypad to navigate inside the screen. So this really helps to not cover the page meanwhile you are looking at the page. No connection, unfortunately. Let's try again. Okay, now we are under HSDPA connection and it's charging the page. It's loading the page, sorry. Of course, you can also have landscape mode navigation. To zoom in and zoom out is in this way. So it's really iPhone style. This is also the same during the... Let's get out from the browser. I want to see you for some multimedia. Here we have the gallery that is divided between photos and videos. You select a photo, and to zoom in, you use the 2 fingers. So this is also a multi-touch screen. Of course, you have also landscape mode, and you can go through photos just with your finger. Also using the keypad. You don't forget that is very active also the keypad. This phone is coming in Italy with a price of €449 that can really seems a smartphone as the function but double screen, but this is not. This is just a normal phone with very cool feature. We expect later release will help the camera and the web browser to express really the huge potentiality of this hardware. For CellulareMagazine.it, Emilio Vignapiano with the LG GD900 Crystal.